Hello everybody, Naughty Nana does. I'm back. That's right. Got another article here. I read it on a thing called Common Cause. I get emails from them all the time. They do all kinds of stuff looking into discriminatory laws and stuff like that. And they call these people out, they send them letters and everything else. They do a lot of good work. It's called Common Cause. That's right. It's an independent information site. It's been telling about all these different things that are sneaking in past everybody without going to press, and nobody knows what's going on. But I do, because I've been looking into them. Are you ready? All right, let's start with what they're frigging with first, okay? Article 5 of the Constitution. Now, Article 5 of the Constitution states, on the application of 2/3 of the legislature of several states, Congress shall call for proposing amendments. The convention can propose amendments whether Congress approves it or not. And that's the big thing. That's what they're looking forward. They don't care. They just want to pass this stuff in their own state because that's where they live, right? And then they're spreading this out and spreading the word that every other state can do the same thing. Okay, now, since the Constitution's been written, there's only been 27 amendments. And there's a reason for that. They make it hard to get done. Now, this is how, since the Constitution was adopted, this is how this works. For Congress to propose an amendment, 2/3 of each House of Congress must vote for it. Then 3/4 of the states must ratify it before it's added to the Constitution. So if less than 1/3 of the House of Representatives, or slightly less than half of the Senate, or 13 out of 50 states object the proposal, it won't become an amendment. And you'll see where I'm going with this now. I'm going to talk about ALEC, A-L-E-C. ALEC is the American Legislative Exchange Council. Now, they're sort of, you know, the writer always going on about, oh, the deep state, and George Soros, the deep state. These guys are the deep state. These Federalist Society, those guys, those are the deep state. They're a secret organization that is responsible for pushing far-right legislation through state legislatures, basically while you sleep, and pushing it down everybody's throat. They have rammed through laws like the Stand Your Ground law. That's right. All those were done behind closed doors. And before you know it, it's the law. So, ALEC is funded by big corporations. They're lobbyists who get paid a fortune, and some of the richest families in the United States of America that aren't Democrats, let me tell you. Now, this group is responsible for some pretty extreme, they say ultra-conservative, I say MAGA fascists, laws in the last 10 years. Now, you gotta remember, the end of Obama, everything was run by the Republicans. And that's where this group came into effect. And then, of course, Trump got in. And again, old bitch McConnell there was going on saying, I'm going to be the Grim Reaper and nothing's going to get through. So he carried that thing on into the House, the Senate and stuff. And he didn't want anything to get passed unless it was Republican stuff. So anyway, they're the ones that pushed for extreme gun laws to satisfy the lobbyists who are getting paid by all these rich people in the corporations, right? Like the NRA, MAGA base, that's who they're spouting their stuff to. They are responsible for racial discrimination at the ballot box, you know, getting the photo IDs and all that stuff. They're huge champions of rollbacks for environmental protections. Palestine, ring a bell? Yeah, these guys are involved in that. And taking away health care for the Affordable Health Care Act at the state level. So, might have federal protections, but at the state level, they're going to cut you off as much as they can to satisfy their own needs. Just saying. Now, they're trying to curtail your right to peaceful protest and pushing a dangerous Article 5 Constitutional Convention to make it even harder to vote. I'm just really glad that SCOTUS passed that voting rights bill a few days ago there. That's something, right? It's not everything you need, but it's something. There's something over there in the grass. I don't know what the hell it is. But anyway, pay no attention to the crazy woman. So yeah, A.L.E.C members, they pay millions and millions of dollars to get up close and personal with their state legislatures. You know, the senators and the congressmen in the state. Yeah, they pay a lot of money to lobbyists to cozy up to them and make them pass these bills, right? But what they are, they're A.L.E.C style bills. That's right. And they get these congressmen and statesmen and stuff. How do you think all that stuff's getting passed down in Florida and getting passed in Texas and stuff? They're greasing palms. That's right. That's how that's getting done. And sometimes it's in the middle of the night. It was like that 6 weeks ban that DeSantis supposed to think that was like 1 o'clock in the morning or something that was passed and just tucked away so nobody would see it real quick, right? Before he made his big, I'm going to be, remember that on Twitter with Elon Musk? That was something, wasn't it? But anyway, yeah, they rushed these bills through in the middle of the night. And then they ram it through the state legislatures as fast as they can, and they help. That only helps the corporations, and they screw you. That's right. Especially if you're a Democrat, they will screw you 6 ways to Sundays, and they won't even look back and tell you anything. So be careful. Just remember, A.L.E.C, American Legislative Exchange Council. They've been able to remain in the shadows, the deep state. Major companies don't want to be publicly associated with them. A.L.E.C, associated with A.L.E.C, especially now, because Common Cause, the independent news source I'm telling you about, has been going around to all these big corporations and telling them what A.L.E.C is really doing. Now, a bunch of people, a bunch of big corporations, Coca-Cola and stuff, had said, no, we're not going to have anything to do with them. And Anheuser-Busch, unfortunately, is still a member of A.L.E.C. Maybe they need to be un-A.L.E.C'd, just saying. But anyway, yeah, they are on the attack, and what they're attacking is democracy. Just saying. Anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. Be good, be safe, subscribe to the channel, and mwah, take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. Love ya.